I am Solesh Alfred. Welcome to the Hts Epoll. It's your opportunity to weigh in on the most pressing issues of the day. The Epoll is brought to you by the Labrie Cooperative Credit Union.
We're here for beginnings, endings, and everything in between. For the startups, the slow starts, for the early risers, and the end-of-day finishers. For the career jugglers, high flyers, and for everyone who's ever had a goal or chased a goal. It's why we're here. Here to help you plan, track, and execute your goals so you can own a better tomorrow. Labrie Cooperative Credit Union. One member and one goal at a time. Call us today. Telephone 459-6900. Labrie Cooperative Credit Union. We are not a bank. We are better.
The former Member of Parliament for Castries Central, Sarah Flood Bobre, has taken issue with last Sunday's lockdown, accusing the government of trampling down on religious freedom. Mrs. Flood Bobre, a staunch follower of the Roman Catholic faith, says the government's policy on the lockdown is misguided. This comes with St. Lucia battling a fourth COVID-19 wave. There have been sharp responses from some members of the public who accuse the former parliamentarian of hypocrisy and double standards, pointing to her silence on restrictions in the past and to the availability of live streaming of church services. So, we ask, do you support the former parliamentarian Sarah Flood Bobre in her criticism of last Sunday's lockdown? We tallied the numbers on our voting platforms, and here is how you voted. 11% said yes, 85% said no, and 4% had no comment. We also took to the streets to get your opinion, and here's what you had to say.
Well, statement Sarah Flood Bobre, je ne vais pas supporter ça. Okay? Because right now, gouvernement, il est capable de même agenda. So right now, il a sorti exine par la boîte de ça. So moi, il a fait pièces. So move le gouvernement fait là, c'est un bon move.
It has never been like that before. Ernest Healy was opposing. Now, Sarah Flood has to oppose. She's doing her work. She's doing her work. So I cannot say she cannot, I will not say she cannot oppose. Because once you're in opposition, that's the norm in St. Lucia. Whether the thing is good or bad, you have to oppose because you're in opposition. So she's doing her work.
I don't really support it, but I understand where she's going with it. Because I would like to ask if one day shutting down the country can address the whole issue of corona.
Well, while I don't want to participate in the biasness and the political and religious issues that they are having, I think they should go back to the 758 and the 759, you know? So if one side is already more infected with the virus, let it slow down on another side. That would be what I'd have to say.
Yeah, I'm very critical of Sarah Flood Bobre's attitude towards the entire lockdown process. And Sarah should be aware that even the Pope himself addressed Mass at Christmas time without an audience. We had 5 weeks of shutdown by Sarah's government. We never heard her utter a word about it. I think Sarah is trying to put enmity between the Catholic Church and the St. Lucia government, and she will not succeed in that. As a strong Catholic Christian myself, I support the measures taken by the Prime Minister.
No, I don't. Miss Sarah Flood needs to know her place. And she needs to think about the well-being of St. Lucians. Only now you know church. Only now you want to write the Archbishop. Look at the amount of St. Lucians that have been dead from corona. Look at the amount that have it, sympathize with them and say something better than that to enforce the rules of this country so that we don't die of corona.
No, I don't support her criticism. That was, to me, very hypocritical and religiously bended in the favor of religion. She's using religion with politics. I think that's what she's doing.
No, I'm not supporting her. Because when she was in government, they had sit there, they were doing the same thing too. So why the government taking control of the COVID-19? So why she have to complain about that? She can't complain about that. It's not good.
Thanks for those responses. Now to our new discussion. Prime Minister Philip J Pierre, following a recent on-site visit by his cabinet to the under-construction St. Jude Hospital, says the project is years away from completion. Pierre said he was saddened and disappointed by what he witnessed. This contrasts with the assessment of the previous government's assertion that the hospital was months away from completion. So, we ask, are you surprised by the Philip J Pierre's administration's initial assessment of the St. Jude Hospital project? Voting is easy. Just log on to htsstlucia.org or Facebook at HTS St. Lucia Official and vote. Remember, our Epoll team is always on the go to get your responses as well. Watch the HTS News Force from 7 p.m. for the results and a new discussion.